Welcome to our podcast again. We are Madrid Docs, and joining me today to discuss the first round of knockout matches, which has just completed, or one of the tie is still going on, is our friend Pinakin. Hi, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm good, Alap. Hope everybody is fine.
Oh yeah, everybody's fine. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Yeah, and I think I have shared the graphic right now of the knockout games.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so Pinakin, let's talk through one by one the games which started and the teams which have gone through. So, the the fir-
Interesting round, Alap. Really interesting round considering there were too many late winners and equalizers in this round, this time
yeah,
round.
the tournament has,
I mean,
like I
even,
said the last time, yeah, the real tournament begins now. Uh,
yes. And the two teams which we are looking at are Canada scored in the dying minutes as well as Morocco equalized and then it went to the penalties.
oh yeah,
So it was a
I think
good match.
watching that match, I could tell that Morocco was the one team which was attacking more. And I think
Yes, I mean,
over the balance of the tie, I think they deserve to go through. I think.
yes, they definitely deserve to go through, considering it was bad management by Ronald Koeman, I felt, especially in the extra time.
Hmm.
For the first 45 to 60 minutes, Netherlands were really playing well.
Hmm.
But when they decided to go back, especially after the 90 minutes, I think that is where they lost. And then the mentality came in, the Dutch mentality, which often chokes. I don't know why, but it ends up
Yeah.
choking in the key moments for
No,
Netherlands.
for sure.
And I I guess the penalties, even one of the penalties could have been saved by Verbruggen,
Yeah,
who
I think the
won.
penalty shootout was one of the worst penalty shootouts I've
One
seen.
of the exactly Hakimi hitting the post and then Kluivert hitting the post.
And
So it was really bad
yeah, and
shootout.
the keeper, the Dutch keeper was great throughout, but I think at the end, one
In
of
the
the penalties,
penalties,
yeah,
yeah.
I think even then it
Considering
was
that
some,
Dutch are really, the Dutch keepers generally do really well in
yeah, yeah.
penalties.
And I think
So
he did a good job in penalties as well, but the one which slept, hit his leg and just went again, that was
yes,
probably a
yes,
mistake of his.
yes.
But yeah, I think pretty poor quality of penalties taken in that
Pretty
shootout.
pretty poor quality. One of the worst shootouts. You rightly
Yeah.
pointed out it was one of the
Yeah.
worst shootouts.
And I think so it sets up Canada versus Morocco tie for the next round, which is tonight. Uh,
Should be Morocco, I
should,
guess.
should be Morocco easily going through the quarterfinal. I feel the
Yes.
quality gulf is too much.
Yes. There are good players in Canada, but I think
Yeah.
Morocco just plus Morocco has had they have seen those pressure situations, so it'll be better for them to cope
Oh
up
yeah,
to those situations.
definitely. And then the other European shock knockout of that night was Germany getting
The
knocked out
biggest
against
shock.
Paraguay. I think
Yes.
we didn't expect Germany to go very deep into the tournament, but I think it was a good squad. But they
It
still
was a good
the shock.
it was a shock considering I mean Germany, we talked about Germany's form in the last podcast. They had lost the last match to Ecuador, the last group stages match.
Yeah.
So we were a bit, doubtful about how as to Germany will cope.
Hmm.
But we didn't expect them to go out, especially on penalties against Paraguay.
And I feel like there was a lot of discussion and who was to take the fifth penalty for Germany, and I think
Yes,
they
Goretzka denied
yeah. So I think there
sixth
is some
one, which
yeah.
Jonathan Tah came up with.
I think they are lacking right now leaders who are like can handle
Yes,
the pressure situation. And someone who has been to a multiple, like say, Champions League finals, or have been multiple close title races. I think the players with that mentality are missing in this German squad, and I think it had showed to that day in the tournament.
traditionally, Germans, they have always defended really well. For the last three
Yeah,
World Cups, if you see, they have been really poor on the counters. But Germans are, I mean, the German backline was such a tough backline to crack. They didn't
hmm,
let you counter.
yeah.
if you look at even the 2002 and 2006 teams weren't that great. I mean, 2010 and 2014 was like a very good generation of
Yeah,
German players. I mean, you had
yeah,
Muller, you had Cruz, you had Neuer at his peak,
yeah.
and then
Philip Lahm.
2010 Lahm was also there.
Yeah,
So it was a good and Ozil. I mean, who
and
can forget
Neuer.
that Ozil
Neuer
peak?
in goal.
Neuer. So it was a really good team. But even 2002 team, but they defended really well in those
Yeah,
times. And you would expect a certain amount of consistency and a hunger associated with the German team, which was lacking this time around, I felt.
I
And for
think
the last three
Germany.
World Cups,
I think Germany
I
needs
mean, two
two
World
things.
Cups.
I think they need a like a Winnie type of a player who can, who tries to do things on his own instead of relying on systems that much.
I mean, they had Sane and they have Musiala who can dribble past players, but
But I
it's
think
just that they are
Musiala
not
after
able to
injuries has not been the same that he
yeah,
was
they are
before.
not able to express themselves that well.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's the system. Plus, I also feel that the defense is something that they're really lacking something in the defense.
for
Not the
sure.
players, but the setup. The setup
Yeah,
hasn't been good.
and this is like
Three
successful,
successive years.
three successive
And it's
managers
a
who have failed.
failure considering that Germany round of 32 exit against Paraguay, it's a failure. I mean, had they gone on to lose to France or Argentina or even Spain, it would have been acceptable. But I don't think Germany will sit back with this. There are rumors that Nagelsmann is most likely sacked.
I
Let's
think
see if
I
it's
think they have changed too many managers for it to be a manager fault, and too many
true.
successful managers in the Bundesliga in the
Hmm.
German have failed. I think I think maybe Jurgen Klopp could maybe try to do it.
Another reason I feel is that Schlotterbeck's injury. With
Mm.
Schlotterbeck, their defense line looked really more secure.
Yeah. Like I said, that they lack players who can, take the opportunity and get them through these ties. Especially because the
And
knockout
let's
ties in a
not,
World Cup are very gritty and tough, and yeah, it is
yes,
not high scoring, free flowing.
and but let's not take credit away from Paraguay also,
Oh yeah.
who rose up to the challenge, and then they were blocking everything, man. They were literally blocking everything. They were putting bodies on the line,
Hmm.
and it was like at one point of time, everybody was in their half only, in Paraguay's half.
Yeah.
So they were too determined, and I felt there were some soft decisions also which went against Germany. But come on, Germany should have found a way to score.
For sure, for sure. And yeah,
And did you see the penalty that the keeper?
oh yes, so that is something which we need to talk about. Let me share
Yes,
some
yes.
photos. Is the screen showing the photos right now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah,
showing
yeah,
the save one.
yeah,
Could you take the one that?
yeah, yeah,
Yes, this. So
yeah,
this was the. I mean, this was the normal position of the keeper, Gill.
yeah, yeah,
But if you take the next photo,
yeah.
then
So
he
he,
makes this, that right trigger.
yeah, yeah, he
The
tries to
trigger
bluff.
movement towards
Yeah,
his right,
yeah,
which I guess puts Voltimate off his target.
yeah.
Voltimate thinks of shooting to the keeper's left, but
Hmm.
as you can see in the next photo, he's already ready for that and he
Yeah,
saves it on the left. So it was a good mind game played by Gill. But a striker of Voltimate's class shouldn't fall for these things, I feel.
I think they were a bit too. I think he was a bit too hesitant to put it through. Just put your laces through it, man. Or
Yeah,
or or go slow and But I think these things are easier to say because like
exactly. I mean, it's a pressure situation, so you don't have that much amount of time.
yeah,
Everybody is wise retrospectively, so that's the
yeah, yeah,
thing.
yes. And yeah, so the Paraguay they set up a round of 16 clash with France,
Yes,
and
France,
France who have been like the standout team so far, I feel.
France
Uh,
has been class apart, man.
yes, and
Olise's missed chance. I don't know if you saw the match or not.
yeah,
That one bicycle attempted bicycle kick and hit the post.
I think they are just out there having fun above everything
Ah,
else.
exactly. They look too easy on the ball and they're too pleasing to the eye as well. Mm, they're enjoying their football.
I think against Paraguay in the next round, I think they should go through easily to the
They should
quarterfinal.
go through, but Paraguay will again park the bus and try to hit them on the counter. And in case they get the first goal, it will be a good game.
I think France has like too many big game players to,
Too many big
slip
game
up.
players, plus France, I mean, Dembele, Olise, Mbappe can shoot from long distances. So park the
Yeah,
bus actually does not fare
yeah, I
that
think
well against France.
true. I think Germany also lacked that. I think they didn't,
Yes.
they were like trying to create the perfect tap in kind of a chance instead of shooting from a distance at sometimes.
Exactly. And Germany used to have some very good shooters. I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
Michael Ballack and then Tony Cruz,
yeah.
Schweinsteiger, they all could shoot
Yeah, I
good
think they
shots from
all,
a long
yeah,
distance.
yeah, for sure. And I think they lack that. I think newer players are not that risk takers. As I feel the more system players.
Yes. Yes, true.
So yeah, I think so. France has like right now. I feel they have the easier way to the semis in this bracket at least. I think Morocco also
Mm.
came in the quarters. Like let's see how
Versus
where.
Morocco will be a good game, I feel.
Yeah. So yeah, and then Belgium, man, Belgium just got
A
through
late
from the
comeback.
yeah with a skin of their teeth just to qualified, and I think they that was a great game as well.
That was
Uh,
a good game. I switched
I
off my
think
TV at 2-0, to be
I think
honest.
and then you had like De Bruyne coming off, and so everybody was expecting like yeah this is like not gonna work, and then
I
suddenly
think that, I mean, Senegal lacked that big match mentality that day. I mean,
I
they
think
just switched off at around 80, 85 minutes, and then they conceded 2 goals.
I think
That's what I felt.
I think I
Because there was not, yeah, please carry on.
Yeah, so I think even Belgium, like they were like lacking that cohesiveness. I felt that is why the block and the defensive work couldn't go through that much well. I think they are still like finding their feet. There is no chemistry like the golden generation had good players and they had good chemistry, but I feel this is a team which is like a bit mix and match of
Defensively, they look very fragile,
yeah,
Belgium.
exactly, exactly.
So I
Uh,
guess it would be a good game, but I feel USA will just edge it out because USA also is missing their star striker. What's his name? Balogun.
yeah, yeah. So
So he's suspended. So let's
plus,
see what happens.
I feel like the players in the American side are more up for it, especially being their home tournament
Yeah.
and
Plus,
Pochettino
they
being
have Pochettino. So
so I think it's
it'll
yeah
be a part.
I think if USA comes out on top, I think it won't be a shock. I think that most people are
Yeah.
expecting. But I think this is one of the more open ties as well. I think uh,
Yes. True. True that.
so. And then, yeah, another free scoring European team in Spain. I think they are hitting their form right now, which is like bad
Yes.
news for the Iberian neighbors. I think Portugal, Croatia was like the game of the tournament so far. I think lot of,
It
lot
was
of,
no. It was up till today.
yeah. But
Argentina versus Cape Verde was something else.
yeah, both those matches. But I feel like a lot of emotions involved for
That
Madrid
I mean, for
fans.
Madridistas, obviously,
Yeah,
it was
I
the game
think it was choosing between like your two children. I think.
which yeah, it had mixed feelings. You
Yeah,
were happy for Ronaldo, but then you were like, okay, Modric
like
might most
Modric, man.
likely is the end
Yeah, I
of
think
Modric's
it
career
is the end.
now
I think
internationally.
international.
Internationally, I mean, I don't
I
know
think
about what he decides about club.
I think we need to talk about like Modric, man. Such a legendary player,
Totally.
running the midfield at his age, like with a lot of younger,
He was the best midfielder. Even yesterday, he was the best midfielder. There was
and
nobody like Modric.
I think people watching this who do not watch the usual matches, like follow the matches as much, I think people could tell like he was one of the pillars of Madrid's three-peat and the subsequent two Champions Leagues that we won. I think his forward progressive
Absolutely.
passes are like. perfect. He's like,
Not just Madrid, even for Croatia. I mean,
yeah,
2018 runners up, 2022 third place, 2018 Golden Ball winner of the World
yeah.
Cup.
I,
It
I
was a
think
generational run.
I think especially the 2018 tournament, I was like, the mostly all Croatia games went to extra time, and he was never subbed off.
Yes, yes.
He was putting on 120 minutes like match after match every 3 days. And even then he was like quite old for a
And it
midfielder.
was
Yeah.
after he played the Champions League final, I guess.
Yes, yes, yes. It was after the Champions League final. Yeah.
After the Champions League final. So
So
it was an already long season, and then he
yeah,
went on 120 minutes, and
and
they reached till the finals.
I
So
think he has been like the most clear Golden Ball winner in the last few tournaments. I think like easily one of the best players at that tournament. I think.
I mean, there are only three, four parameters that actually define greatness.
Yeah,
One is obviously skill. Then you have to be, the longevity, and then consistency. And
I,
Modric had all three,
I
ticked
think,
all the three boxes.
and winning the Ballon d'Or, and when Messi and Ronaldo were still like
When
in
Ronaldo were at
Europe,
their peak.
yeah, at the peak, and it was quite like a given Ballon d'Or. Like at that time, like even with them there, it was pretty obvious that Modric should be the one winning. And more than that, I think it was like I think it pulls the international curtain on a player like who was an inspiration for the generation.
I mean, I guess what Zidane did to the French team, Modric has had a similar impact on the Croatian team. And I
Sure.
guess we'd see a lot of Croatian players picking up football and seeing some really good stars coming out of Croatia.
Yeah, and I think after Devor Sukar, I think he has been the.
Yes,
But now I feel after this tournament, even I think he has surpassed Sukar.
he's surpassed Suker.
Yeah, I
He
think
surpassed
he's.
Suker even, I felt he surpassed Suker after 2018 only.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. I think
I mean, in 2018, he had Rakitic as well. He was a world-class midfielder. But in 2022, it was only on Modric. I
yeah.
mean, Kovacic, we can still see how he still hasn't matured to the limit of, let's say, a Modric or a Rakitic. But
Mhm.
Modric still pulls the string together, man, for that Croatian team.
And another like one of the great players in that team was Perisic. I think his
Perisic.
career also
But Perisic has said he'll play another World Cup.
well, let's see. I mean, you never know these days. But yeah, I mean, like great shots and great goals all throughout the last three World
Grateful.
Cups for him as well.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, but Portugal, man, again, some controversy there, but I think over the balance of the tie, I think they did deserve to go through. And Ronaldo like continues
Yes.
his journey so far.
I guess we also need to praise Roberto Martinez, the changes he made. He took off
Yeah,
Bruno, Vitinha, and then Portugal's first goal came. And even after Ronaldo scored, he took him off.
yeah.
And he brought on Ramos, and Ramos scored the winner. So there were some good changes. I mean, I'm mostly critical about Martinez, but he deserves the credit for
I
that
think
win.
the next game, I think he should be one of the cracker games of the tournament. And
Yes.
so yeah,
Spain, I
I
still
mean,
feel hasn't been tested enough. I
I
feel
think
Spain's
they haven't
defense
been
hasn't been
tested yet.
tested.
Yeah, I think Portugal has like midfield which can go head to head with the Spanish midfield.
Yes,
And
but the problem has been defense. I mean, even although they have the best left back right now and a great center back and a good right back as well. But I felt Portugal's defense was in shambles against Croatia, especially in the second half.
but
They were not able to control the game.
I think Croatia like are faster on the ball, more progressive on the ball than I think Spain would
Mm.
be. So I think it might work for Portugal's favor as well. Like Spain might, not be that forward minded. I think they might
I mean,
look to
Iberian
pass.
derbies are always hard fought. You remember the
But
3-3 or the 1-0 in
oh yeah,
2010 Champions League. So they'll be good.
uh,
It'll be a good match for sure.
good. And Spain also being the team which hasn't conceded so far. So
Spain
uh,
and Mexico. Yeah,
yeah,
these two are the
so
teams.
yeah, so I think that would also be something to look out for. I think.
Yes.
So yeah, then Brazil and Norway.
Norway.
Again, Brazil like had one of a scare, brief scare, having to come back against Japan.
Yes. I mean, the
Uh,
goal scorer of Japan shouldn't have been playing on the moral grounds,
yeah,
but
yeah. I mean that those things are like out of our hand. But yeah, I think Japan was like, and I think they were pretty solid that match.
Japan, no, if you could put that photo on where Danilo loses the ball,
Yes, yes,
just
yeah.
yeah, just look
So
at how many Japanese players is he surrounded by? One, two, three, four.
yeah,
So there was some really aggressive pressing in the beginning. And
yeah,
then Danilo lost, and then they countered and they scored a goal. But after that, they hit a low block. And it was working till the first half. But in the second half, I felt that Carlos planned to bring on Endrick and then flood the box with crosses, which you can see in the second photo, I guess.
yeah,
Yeah, so this was for the first goal of Brazil. So you can see one, two, three, four, and they have widened the pitch now.
yeah,
So, and they have totally lost the shape of the block which they were putting up earlier in the first half. So that is where I felt that Brazil really went through, and this is where Japanese faltered.
yeah. So again, like a match which was like entertaining and exciting, but I felt, yeah, I think Brazil created the more,
I thought it was Carlos' experience that really pushed them
yeah.
through.
And I think now that they've gone through one of the potential slip ups, I think they have another potential slip up coming up in Norway. The again with clinical striker up front.
But
Uh,
Norway, Norway's game against Cote d'Ivoire was also hardly fought game. I mean, Diallo came up with a spectacular goal. It could even go down as a goal of the tournament.
I
It
think,
is one of the contenders.
yeah, and I felt that this was also a game which was pretty open. I think you wouldn't have been shocked to see
Yes,
any of these teams come through. Uh,
absolutely,
and
absolutely.
and Norway, like they played a really they saw it out, and that was, I think, a good performance for them as well. And yeah, I mean that sets up potential uh, for a great game, both these teams. Mexico and England are the next team which should be facing each
Another
other.
good game. Another
Yeah,
good game.
I think the England game was like pretty solid. I think Harry Kane, man, and what was he doing in Spurs all these
It was
years?
totally Harry Kane's brilliance that got them through. Congo
And
were fighting hard. They got the first goal, but then, and even, I mean, Tuchel, when he subbed off Spence and brought on Eze, that is where the momentum shifted. But
yeah,
I still feel Trent, had he got Trent, it would have been a different game because he would have been whipping crosses and then putting men in the box really helps you to counter that park the bus strategy.
I think a lot of managers like have had these problems. I think, but I think you should always have your best players in the squad in the team.
Yes, yes, yes.
Personal issues aside, I
Aside,
think,
yes, true. True.
yeah. So, but yeah, I
Mexico
mean,
has a good defense, so let's see how they
and
fare
and the
against
home advantage in Azteca.
and the home advantage. Yes,
So I think
and there
that's
are
great.
reports. There are some weird reports of English team being prescribed Viagra and stuff for vasodilation because the match is on a high altitude.
Yeah,
So
I think a lot of not much in Mexico, but I think a lot of South American teams in the qualifying and Copa America type of tournaments, they do take these, especially,
okay,
yeah, yeah. So I think a lot of qualifiers in Lima, right, in Peru. That
yeah,
is pretty high up, and in Ecuador as well. Like
yes,
when the teams go to play, Brazil and all, they have like reports that they have taken these things. So I
oh,
think it's not the first time it has happened in football. But yeah, I think because the European teams don't get affected that much, I think it has come to
mm,
limelight more this year. So yeah, I mean, then the side of the bracket which is still going on, Switzerland have found an easy way through to the next round and might be playing
yeah,
Colombia. But
Colombia.
yeah,
I feel
they,
It will be a good game, Switzerland, because Switzerland also has Mbolo and Manzambi. They're really playing well for them.
I think,
Colombia, I mean, Munoz and James Diaz. Cordoba, I found he was limping off in the first half.
okay.
So I don't know what is the status of Cordoba. That will be
Yeah.
an interesting thing.
And I think the next final bracket is Argentina versus Egypt. I think first we talk
Yes.
about Egypt before we move on to the fairy tale which was ending.
Egypt, I watched the match tonight, Egypt versus Australia. Actually, I had planned that I'd wake up at 3:30 and then watch the Argentina Cabo Verde
Right.
match.
Yeah.
My child got up at around 1, so I started following the Australia-Egypt match as well.
Well,
But it was a good game. It was a hard-fought game. Australians had parked the bus, and they were trying to counter, but and the Australian goalkeeper did really well,
yeah.
Peach. But it was Egypt's game from the minute one. So I mean, they went through on penalties, but they should have gotten through earlier. But okay, they went through on penalties.
And then moving on to the game of the tournament, according to you, Argentina Cape Verde
Yes.
just finished match. So yeah, I mean, come on, what can we say, man? Cape Verde, such a small nation, taking the defending champions to extra time, almost to extra time, and then
Almost to penalties even. I
yeah,
mean,
almost to penalty. Yeah.
even
So
like they came back twice. I mean, it's
yeah,
hard luck.
exactly.
uh,
I think
but
that's the beauty of these knockout ties. You can never predict.
yes,
Uh,
I mean, Argentina was always supposed to go through because they had too much quality, but some of the players play in B division for Cabo Verde. So, I
yeah,
mean, you can just guess that how they still are not exposed to those tough competitions, but they went there and fought hard. They fought really hard against Argentina.
I
And
think
who was that guy? Sydney Cabral. He
yeah.
scored a spectacular goal from the edge of the box.
So again, that's what I wanted to say. Like his Cape Verde story, I think is the highlight of a 48 team
Yes.
World Cup. Like you have one team like which made it to the knockouts, the smallest nation to make it to the knockouts. So pretty amazing story, and yeah, I think this might inspire more teams to aim for the World Cup. You never know. I think Cape Verde,
Coming
the
to inspiring. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Please continue.
Yeah, so Cape Verde like putting themselves on the global map as well as the football map.
Yes. Even one of the more inspiring stories also came from Paraguay, the goalkeeper Gil.
Yeah,
He
uh,
was his wife was almost about to die and
yeah.
during the labor, and then he had to sell everything, even his shoes and stuff. Then he fought back hard, and then he became the number one for Paraguay, and now he beat the mighty Germans in penalties.
I think
One thing will definitely tell everybody.
yeah. I mean, he definitely should, and I think these are the stories which come up every World Cup, like inspirational stories of people who
Yes.
have yeah. I think that is the tournament. This is the beauty of this tournament. I think World Cups every 4 years, like you have like underdog stories, you have rags to riches stories, and stories which inspire like future children to future footballers to grow up. And I think yeah, that is something which can never be replicated by a yearly tournament or a 2 yearly tournament. I think
Absolutely.
what I'm trying to say is like there is too much cricket World Cups going on. I think they should trim it down.
Yes.
Something which is an event
Absolutely.
because you see, and such an you we wouldn't be talking about a Nations League or something even like but World Cup is a like 4 yearly event has a lot of
World
weight
Cup,
to it.
yes. It's like a sacrosanct tournament. You
Yeah.
can't touch the World Cup easily. So that
And, And I think everybody like who goes to the World Cup has like comes out of it feeling inspired. Like even if you watch a random knockout match, I think the feeling you come out of it is always positive. It like it's always something. Yeah, yeah, it makes your day. So I think this is the beauty of the tournament. And yeah, I mean, so like the next few days should see a lot of good games. And
Yes.
like the last time, I think we will resume when the next round of the knockouts are over.
Next round.
Yeah, and
Absolutely.
yeah, so the business end starts. The pressure starts to mount,
So
and
I
let's.
guess we'll just sum up our predictions for quarterfinals.
Yeah, sure.
Uh, I
So you
mean,
go ahead.
Morocco, France, I feel.
Yeah, pretty sure that's going to be the case. And this is a tough one. Okay,
I
let
mean,
me
I
let
can get
me.
it all wrong in this one.
I
You
think
want
it
to take
would.
the lead?
Yeah, I think it would be USA versus Portugal match.
I mean, my heart says the same,
Hmm.
but
I think Spain.
I have that feeling that Portugal will just edge it out
Yeah, I
against
think it
Spain.
would be a gritty game. I don't think it should be like too. There must be too many goals there. So yeah, I think USA
Yamal
versus
versus
Portugal.
Nuno again.
Yeah, again. So
So that will
so
be a duel which we all will be looking forward to.
so I think yeah, we both say USA versus Portugal.
Portugal,
Um, yeah, again the next one.
Brazil, England.
I
I'll
think
go with
so too.
Brazil.
I think Harry Kane will again see England through. Otherwise, I feel yeah, Mexico has a chance, but I think they
Mexico
need
has a
Harry.
chance. Mexico has more than a chance, to be honest,
I
considering
think
how
Harry
they are
Kane, yeah,
defending.
they need Harry Kane to have a day off. I think
Mm.
that's and yeah, I mean, if we move on to so
Argentina,
yeah,
Colombia.
yeah, Argentina, Colombia. I feel it would be like Switzerland and Argentina.
Okay,
I think it won't be an all South American
South American
brothers.
quarterfinal.
Yeah, so because I think overall I don't trust the Colombian team to have that mentality to pull them through.
Mm.
I think they are more inexperienced in big moments compared to, and I think that will see them knocked out. I think. So yeah, let's see, and a lot of tasty games throughout. So
Yes,
and thank you everyone for listening. I think we will be seeing you by the time these knockout ties get over. Thank you, Pinakin, for joining.
thank you, Alap, thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Bye.